Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see
Our shooting in Mount Vernon. Police say shots were fired inside a prison transport van, sending one man to the hospital with a gunshot wound. And now investigators are trying to figure out where that gun came from and how it even ended up in the van. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis in Mount Vernon with more. Marcus.
Indeed, Sandra, 2 Mount Vernon police officers now on modified duty as that investigation moves forward, being conducted not only by the Mount Vernon Police Department, but also the Westchester County District Attorney's Office, as many inside and outside of the department ask, how could this have even happened in the first place?
This is a very serious incident. We take this very seriously.
An incident that once again casts the spotlight on the Mount Vernon Police Department. Last night, 5 prisoners were loaded into a police van for transport to the Westchester County Jail. The vehicle traveled less than a half mile when the unthinkable took place.
The officers reported hearing a single gunshot from the rear of the van, followed by a prisoner stating that he had been shot.
The van returned to police headquarters where a .22 caliber gun was recovered. Police say 32-year-old Louis Soto of the Bronx had hidden the weapon, which somehow went undetected after his arrest.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Man, this guy here did the unthinkable up in Mount Vernon, New York. City of Mount Vernon will never be the same again. They had a guy that smuggled a gun in. Some people are saying he had it in his buttocks. OG, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I can't deal with this, man. You know, I get these all the time. People start, what's going on in Mount Vernon, man? He was headed, I guess, he was going from court, and all of a sudden he got a gun in his buttocks. How did he get it?
Man, it's a mystery. It's Santos. He was arrested for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old girl. It says the prisoner remains hospitalized with a gunshot in his lower leg. Prisoner is accused of firing a gunshot and to be set for arraignment for additional charges. So Santos is getting additional charges, but that's something that, man, if you can stash a whole gun, boy, every time you eat, you like to sit down, because, boy, you ain't got no grippings. Damn.
This old boy here done got a gun into the van. They put him in the van. I think it was 5 guys is what it's saying.
5 guys.
Once they get in the van, he go to, hooping and heaving and his pants. Ain't he got a jumpsuit on? How is he getting this gun up out his ass or out his buttocks?
He probably bent over and farted real loud, and the gun went off and shot the boy next to him in the lower leg. That's a mystery to me, man. Shoot, and he handcuffed, so he didn't shoot the man intentionally.
No, I don't think he shot him intentionally. He was meaning to try to break out of that situation. I got it. Once I get out, I'm gonna break out because I'll never get out again. When I get out, I'm finna push it. Well, where you got the gun at, man? How could you have a gun? Hold on. Boom! Oh shit! Man, I done shot this nigga in the leg, man, trying to get the gun out so I can rob the van and get us all free. What is going on, OG?
Too much TV.
OG, this man here should no way have been able to smuggle a gun into that van like that. I'm going to be real. I've never heard of such a thing in my life. Sometimes we look at these shows and TV, like you just said, and we think we can do it. This one show, Get Hard, with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell, where he was keistering knives and stuff like that. I ain't never seen such a thing. This man, and some kind of way got what size gun was it, OG?
Oh, a 22 revolver, 8-inch barrel. I saw that sucker was long.
God dang.
And it's a 7-shot revolver. So he got a whole trigger, a steel trigger. So you got to put that trigger up in. Oh man, I can't even bring that out how that happened. I remember one time we was in prison. And this Mexican boy, he used to stash a knife to go out to the yard. We in MCU. He goes out to Keister stash. So they make him bend over and squat. When he bends over and squats, the knife turns up in his rectum, and he started bleeding. They had to take him to the hospital, and they cut a 8-inch knife up out of his rectum. He was no good for nobody after that.
Wow. Well, that's what I'm saying, OG. Things are happening so fast. We don't know what the hell's going on, you know.
You can keep the stash of machine gun, you a bad man.
A keys to stack a machine gun. You a bad man. This is crazy work. I don't know how these folks come up with this stuff. This is crazy work. I don't think you understand the significance of getting it into the van and then shooting somebody.
You understand the significance.
How the hell you shot the man in the leg? Now this man got to get rushed to the hospital. They can't just take him back to where they was going to the jail. Now he's bleeding out. We got to save the victim. This didn't turn out in. This was a regular ride.
Excuse me, bro. They didn't care nothing about the victim. They secured themselves. They took him back to the jail. And from the jail, they escorted him to the hospital. If he had died, Santos would have just had a murder. But them police was not trying to drop nobody in the hospital. They heard a shot and they was getting back to safety.
And they probably called, but the gun now is in the van. And if you in the front of the van and they got the gun in the back of the van, OG, you got to stop the van and try to figure out, okay, what's up?
Right?
Man, I'm not going to keep driving that van. I'm getting out that van so I can get secure myself.
They drove that van right back to the
Ain't no way in hell they didn't stop that van, OG.
They didn't stop that.
If I hear a gunshot, I'm getting out, getting my gun and get prepared to shoot back.
They had guns, but they was at the police vans now. It's a whole shield between you and the police.
So you feel like I don't know. Sometimes it just be a gated like deal. You thinking it was secure enough to where they couldn't shoot through it?
In New York, they got the shields over the back of where the police van is, and they got them shot. They got two seats on each side, and they set the prisoners on each side. As far as I know, it's not no van like you get in for high school students where everybody's sitting in a seat.
It had to be pretty close to each other for him to shoot him and then get it out of his buttocks. He got it out of his butt enough to shoot him.
He could have had it in his hair. Anybody said he had. We saying that.
Now, where they didn't detect it.
We saying that for drama. We don't know where he had it.
No, I think somebody said in one of the reports he had it stashed in his buttocks.
Shit, he may have weighed 600-700 pounds.
No, he was a little dude. I got his picture right here. He's the one that the little old Hispanic looking dude. They got him, and he looking like he don't want to go to jail at this point. So I don't know about this. It's just a crazy story, guys. We don't know about this, but this guy here, he some kind of way got a gun into a van inside of a police van, and in New York. Right up there in Mount Vernon, they have an issue with this guy trying to get him back and forth to jail because they don't tell him what he gonna have in his butt next. You know, this is sad, man. I don't know what's going on. Anytime you start keystering a whole semi-automatic, or was it a revolver?
A revolver.
Oh my God, man. This boy's out of his damn mind, man. But anyway, get in the comment. Let us know what you think. This guy is crazy, man. And if you're still watching, man, just understand this, man. Finesse 2 times is not playing. He basically is not going. These girls ain't getting no money from what he's saying. And he calls out Young Thug and the other boy, Lil Baby. Holla at your boy. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.